everyone, excuse the mess on my desk first off. I'm going to try and show you something now, and I've just sort of put everything quickly together. There's not much of a plan going on here, so I do apologise. I'm going to try and get through it quickly because, as you know, my videos don't last very long, but I just wanted to get it while it was fresh in my head. Obviously you might remember that I showed you these notebooks that I made yesterday. Got the Alice in Wonderland, the Fairy Tales collection one, and one from my Stampin' Up sort of collection, and they are little notebooks that have got clean paper. That's what my kids call it, clean paper. Can I have some clean paper? Some copy paper. This one is cardstock actually, but you can make them with copy paper. There's nothing saying that you can't. With a Japanese binding system. Now I made these using my We Are Memory Keepers binding kit. Now I do know that some of you, obviously, maybe I don't know how many have got it. I don't know how many haven't got it. But for the people that haven't got it and think, oh God, I can only do that with that. No, you can't. You can do it. I say it's a longer way. It's not really a longer way. The We Are Memory Keepers kit is great because obviously it has different binding systems. But for this one, really, all the We Are Memory Keepers tool does is keeps it in place. Because the tutorial that I followed, I mean, she pretty much made up the measurements herself. So you didn't, you don't really need it to do this type of binding then. Because I think the tutorial that she watched, Sabrina watched, was somebody doing this without the We Are Memory Keepers kit. So you can do it. So I just wanted to quickly show you how you can do it. All you need is a good template, just to help you. And you need some sort of paper piercing tool and all. This one I've got from Stampin' Up. I have got another one somewhere. I can't put my hand to it. It's just a metal one, I think, like Brian picked me up from work, I think it was. I can't find it now, but it's exactly the same as that. It's just got a pointy end to it. Okay, so I'm just going to show you quickly how you can do that. So that's why I've got everything in front of me. Oh. And now I'm dropping everything on the floor. Right, so all you want, okay, these notebooks that I do here are 6x4, okay? So all you want is a template. It doesn't matter how wide it is, but it's got to be the length of your project, okay? So this is 6 inches, so my template is 6 inches. So get a scrap piece of paper, anything you've got, and go for 6 inches. Just make sure that it's 6 inches height. Again, I haven't made anything that is 5 or 4 or 7 or 8 inches or anything at the minute. I'm just working on 6 inch. It's easily done. No, nothing difficult about it. You can adjust your measurements as you feel fit. I will be making bigger ones. So yeah, but this is just based on a 6 inch by 4 inch. Okay, so all you want to do is grab some form of scoring tool. I can't find mine now. Pop this over to one side. Okay, so you want to score. Sorry, I'm sort of hugging the camera here. Again, this depends on you. I mean, I like mine to come in a little bit, the binding, so that you can see it. So I've come in 1/2 inch, but there's nothing to say that you couldn't come in 1 inch. I mean, if you were doing like 8 inch something or other, there's nothing to stop you coming in 2 inches. It's entirely up to you. But for the purpose of this one, I just come in at half. Oh, see, I'm not going to be able to score this now because I'm not at the right angle. See, I'm going all over the place here. I'm just scoring at 1/2 inch. Okay, and then all you want to do then, turn it widthways to your 6 inches. Okay, and then you want to score every inch. So this just gives you a mark. 3, 4, 5. Okay. I put my scoreboard out of the way now. Make sure I'm in shot. Yeah. Okay. Right. So now you've got your template here. What you want is some form of. I mean, you don't have to have one of these foam mats. I'm not sure what you could use really. You could use anything that's soft, pretty much. It's just so that obviously I'm saving my table and my paper from being stabbed. So you want to get your paper piercer. Right, just to let you know, I've done one here, which I'm going to show you how to do the thread in anyway. I've done one here, but what I did was, I was talking to Steffi, and I said, maybe you could do it with a crocodile, because I've got a crocodile. But it's a 1/8 of an inch hole. It's, I don't know if you can see it there, but when it comes out here, this measures 1/8 of an inch, okay? Now, I did it on this side here, as you can see, and in my eyes, that's too big of a hole. It's going to look silly, I think. I mean, you might like it, I don't know, but it was too much of a hole for my liking, because like I say, the floss comes through, you're going to see way too much of a gap. So I went with the paper piercing, and I much preferred that. So I am going to go with that again. So grab your piercing tool, okay, and I'm going to try and get this in camera now, but all you've got to do then is follow your half mark across, your 1/2 inch mark here, this score line here, follow the inch score line across where they meet in the middle. So you got here, 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 and here, and you just want to stab. Okay, and just push it in, push it in, push it in, push it in, push it in. There we are. And it's as simple as that. That's your template. You can use that now for whatever 6-inch height project you do, whenever. That is yours to keep now. So keep that. Then what I did is I got my copy paper. So I did about 12 sheets of plain copy paper. Nothing special about it. I think it was from Tesco's. Plain copy paper, and then I've got a front and a back piece of DSP designer series paper. This one is an old Stampin' Up! One. I just looked at my scraps throughout, and again they all measure 6 by 4. Okay, so what you want to do is then straighten them out, put them into a pile, put your template on the top, and then have something to hold at either end, so that when you're making your holes, it's not slipping and sliding all over the place. Okay, I just use these clips because I have them to hand. Okay, and then you want to do the same thing. You just want to follow your holes that you've made on your template, and you just want to stab through. And to be honest with you, I thought I was going to have a lot of difficulties getting through, but it went through really, really easy. I mean, I did have to give it a little bit of a push, but other than that, it was fine. It obviously depends on how sharp your pointy tool is. So yeah, so what I will suggest then is, though, when we take this off, okay, right, the needle that we take through won't fit through that small hole there, okay? Now, what, a little tip here is, not that this is my tip, I just seen it on YouTube, is if you push your, because you've only just really pointed there, but if you grab it with both hands and actually push that all the way down to the bottom, you should be able to have a nice hole there then. Do the same on each hole, obviously being careful not to stab your finger. Okay, and again, let it come right out, and it's just making that hole that little bit bigger so that our needle can go through it. Now, obviously here, I'm using my paper piercer. Now, I have been using that all on my memory, We Are Memory Keepers kit, so I'm hoping that that's going to be a big enough hole to take the needle through. So we shall find out now anyway. Okay, so just pop it through a couple of times, and there we have it. Okay, keeping them all straight. Okay, and you might want to just clip those together then while you wait. But okay, I'm going to pause the video now, and I'm going to get my floss onto my needle. Like I say, I've been given some floss by my father, and I didn't really have any colour that sort of went. I haven't got a white. I've got some coming with Amazon today, but yes, this was the closest colour that I could find. So I'm just going to pop it on the needle, and I'll be right back with you now. Bear with me 1 sec. Okay, so I might have to stand up. So sorry if my voice is like really in your face at the minute, but I might have to stand up to show you this because I don't know whether I'm in shot or not. And I can look through the camera while I'm doing this. Anyway, right, so what you want to do is once you've got your thread on your needle, okay, just pull it through, pull a little bit through. You don't have to do any knotting or anything like that. And for the thread, you probably need about, say, 24 inches, so maybe just a little bit over that. Just double it, fold it in half and you know what I mean. So yeah, about 24 inches, something like that. Probably not that much, to be honest, but it's better to have more than not. Then what you want to do is you want to find the middle of your paper. Okay, so I've done about 12 copy sheets in here, so I'm just thinking that it's probably around about 6 pages in, 7 pages in, whatever. So yeah, so you want to split it in half and just grab the top half. Okay, now with your needle you want to go over the top. I think it's over the top. We'll soon find out if it's not now. No, it's not. It's underneath. I always get that bit wrong. Hang on. Just pull it back out. Yeah, right. Okay. So the second hole down, 1, 2, you come up through, not over. So you come from underneath. Okay. There we are. That's better. All right. And you want to pull it till you've got maybe at least the length of your notebook. Okay, on the end here. So you want to put that back. Right, let's try not to get in shot here now, eh? Okay, so see that bit there? That's in the middle now, okay? And that's just to tie it off at the end, all right? So you want to put your book back together. Put my needle down. Tally up your holes again. Make sure everything's in place. Just make sure. Okay, now I can't remember which way I go. Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to remember which way I go now. Hang on. Right, so you'll have to bear with me. So, okay, so we're going to come up. You're right, so you've gone up through. Now, your little thread is here. Got your other piece here. You're going to go back up through that hole there. And pull. Okay, pull in tightly as you go. All right, you don't want them to be loose. Okay, so pull it tightly. Okay, so you've got that sort of look there. Then you want to grab your needle and go to the third hole down. So you want to do that over the top. So pull that through. Okay. Then you want to pull it back over and go over the top again, sideways. Again, pulling it tight as you go along. Okay, so you've got 2 of these now. 2 of these side pieces. Okay. Now we want to go up through the bottom of the 4th hole. Okay. Back up again through the bottom. Okay. Then you want to go across. It's the same sort of pattern along. Just changes a little ever so slightly at the corners. Okay, pull in it again like that. Okay, you want to go back over the top to make your side piece. When I say side piece, I mean this piece here. Okay. So, pull that back through. Okay. Now, to do the corner, this piece of string you got underneath your book comes over the corner like that. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to grab your needle and you want to go back in to this bottom hole here. Pull it back through. Okay, pull it gently. Pull it gently. This does have 5 minute shot, sorry. Pull it gently, and then that will come over the corner like that. Again, make sure you're pulling it as well, so you want to keep your book steady. Okay, so now we've gone to the back of the book. Okay, now all we want to do now is start weaving in the spaces that we've left out. Okay, so you're at the back, so you want to go back in through this hole here. To come back. Make sure you don't fold over on yourself like that. So you come back to the front. Okay, see this gap here? So we need to fill this. So we go back on that one there. Okay, there we are. We're back there again, so we need to fill this one. There we are on that one. Okay, and we're back at the front there. So on the first hole there, at the front, pull it back. Don't lose your needle. Okay, and then again, to make your side piece here, you want to go back over the front. Once you get this pattern into your head, honestly, I only had to watch it once and I knew what I was doing then from there on. It's really simple. Can't really go that far wrong with this type of binding. So we're at the back there now. So we want to come, so we want to make our corner piece again come or back around here. So, okay, so we're going to come back around and come back in this hole here. So slowly does it, and we want a nice tight piece. Okay, so now we want to, we're on the back now. So now what we want to do is to close it up, okay? So we want to put it back through your second hole down, but you want to go back through the middle where this piece is hanging out. Okay, so open your book. Find where you want it to go through, hold the book in your hand, and obviously go through the hole there. Alright, and you just want to bring your needle through here, like so, pulling it tight, 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 tight. Not too tight, obviously, you don't want to rip your book. Okay, and that, you've got your two pieces there then, you can pull your needle off. If I can get my needle off. Okay, and I'm going to sit back down now. Right, so then what you want to do is check that everything's okay on the front, and then you just literally tie a knot. Okay, tight, 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 tight. All right, you want it to be as tight as you can. All right, but without ripping the paper. So I do like 3 knots. So you want to do another one. And another one, just for good luck. See what I mean about having loads of thread left? You probably could do it less than that. You could probably do like 18 inches or something. Okay, and this then just forms the middle of your book. Now I was thinking you could sort of maybe do a pocket in the middle to close up your binding, and then obviously glue the pockets down so it covers this notch here. But I think it adds to it, to be honest. So you just want to cut them off. Okay, and there you have it. Obviously you just mess around with this bit there, and that's the back. Okay, and that's the front. So obviously I like much for the front better. And then obviously you've got a book then. Because it's copy paper, I haven't scored anything down, because I was scoring this book, because if you remember I couldn't open this one very well because it's cardstock, but this one is copy paper, so it's a lot easier to open. But yeah, what I will say is, just from looking at this now, is that if you can notice, like, if you can compare it to maybe this one. This was the first one I did. Okay, now this was the first one I did, but I did this and I didn't pull it tight enough, so bits are loose at the top. Then I did my second one and I was a lot happier with this one. Okay, but as you can see there, I mean, I suppose the back isn't that great on that one either. But yeah, so you can see here that I think what the Memory Keeper's tool does is keeps everything straight and aligned. Now obviously when I'm scoring like my half line, I might not be getting the holes dead center in the middle. I mean, I'm just sort of eyeballing it really, but as you can see, like the back, it looks like it's sort of gone off pattern, but that just could be because of the thread. This thread is a lot thicker, It could be the way that I've pierced it with a different piercer. I don't know, it's just all a matter of practicing really, but I much prefer how this one come out because it looks a lot straighter. I don't know if you think, but it looks a lot straighter than that one. And then this was my third one, and again that one is a lot straighter, and the back is a lot straighter than that one. Can you see? But I do think it might have something to do with the fact that these flosses are thinner, a lot thinner. I noticed this floss was a lot thicker because I struggled to get it through the needle. I didn't struggle with them ones to get it through, but I think this might be because it's a thick floss, and also because it's quite a contrasting colour then against the white. Maybe you can notice it a little bit more. I don't know, tell me what you think. But I just wanted to show you that it can be done without, obviously, you know, you'd have to practice. And my second and third go might be a bit better than my first go. I'm doing this on camera, hugging a camera, you know, everything taken into account, isn't it? But it might turn out a lot better. But yeah, I am a lot happier with the way that the tool does it. But yeah, with a little bit of patience and lining up your holes and things properly, I think you can do it without the We Are Member Keepers kit. But I just wanted to show you how I did them this all. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was okay to follow, and that you'll have a go if you haven't got the kit or whatever. But I just think it's a cute little way of decorating a notebook, and it's great for like swaps and things if you've got to do a notebook or in Happy Mail, or again like inserts into an album is what I was thinking, my thinking behind it. But yeah, and I much prefer this with the copy paper in it, 'cause it's a lot more like a notebook. So yeah, so I'm going to leave you with that. So please tell me what you think. I hope you liked it. I shall speak to you very soon. Thanks guys, bye.